No talking, no talking.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, children. So we continue our board portion that which we have stopped. 1 hour और डिस्कस करते हैं. 1 hour बाकी क्लास डिस्कस करते हैं. So in the last class we started discussing the symmetry, and today in the class we are going to discuss that is segmentation, children. We will talk about metamerization or segmentation. Another characteristic feature of features of classifying the organisms or animals. We are classifying animals into different categories with their classification and the method of classification. So here we are discussing one by one. It is difficult for me. The rename option was already given. Was already given, boss. आप बोलने से पहले मैं देता already दे चुका हूँ. Given already. And the message charts. Okay. Everyone. Okay. This one. Host only. आप लोग chat host से ही कर सकते हो. आपस में नहीं कर सकते हो. You can't.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. सबसे बड़ा हेडेक निकल गया ना. क्लास में हर समय बोलता रहता है. चले गया तारना का. चलो. So next, another characteristic feature, that is we call it as segmentation, children. Segmentation. Segmentation, it is also called metamerization.
Sir, is this IP?
Board, हाँ IP है board. थोड़ा सा 1 hour इसको डिस्कस करेंगे. Then we go with our NEET syllabus again because we have to complete that also. That's what is your coming week syllabus?
For NEET, sir.
Yeah, the 11th of this month.
For
What is the
NEET, it is
syllabus?
total structural organization in animals.
Complete.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Complete.
Yes, sir.
It is very difficult. Okay, anyhow, let we get the paper. If any changes are there, I will let you know. So until then, we have epithelium and connective. I'm planning for epithelium and connective. Anyhow, let's see.
Okay, sir.
Metamerization. Okay, so metamerization is nothing but we can call it as segmentation, children. Okay, body is divided into segments. Okay, body is okay divided into okay different body segments which encloses the different body parts, which encloses the different body parts. This is generally segments. We generally we this is segments. Body is divided into different body segments which includes different body parts here. Okay, so sometimes this division or conversion or split of the body parts. For example, let me give you one example. Okay, like the part of the body that is divided even externally as well as internally. For example, let me just give you. Okay, means dividing the body. If you just see the animal from outside, it looks divided, and internally also there are partitions observed there. Means certain body parts which are repeated in every part of the body. For example, let's see here. That is, this is a portion of the body. This is a portion called as oral cavity. This is, we call it as, this is cervical. Okay, this is cervical. This is thoracic cavity. Just this is thoracic cavity. This is abdominal cavity. What happens in each and every body part? If you see it outside too, it is looks divided, and internally they are also partitioned. This is, we call it a metamerization. Okay, कुछ एनिमल्स में ट्रू मेटामराइजेशन होती है, कुछ एनिमल्स में ये ट्रू नहीं होती है. Okay, some animal they don't have a segmentation at all. Okay, so if it is divided externally and internally, we can call it a true metamerization. What happens here? Any part of the body which is repeated in both this, in all the segments. See here, आपको यहाँ पे भी मसल मिलेंगे, ब्लड वेजल्स मिलेंगे, नर्व्स मिलेंगे, यहाँ पे भी मिलेंगे, इधर भी मिलेंगे, यहाँ पे भी मिलेंगे. Means certain body parts are repeated. These repeated units. Okay, certain body parts are repeated in the body itself here, in different areas of the body. We can call it as metamerization, children. We can call it as metamerization. 1 second. We can call it as metamerization. In simple words, if you want me to ask, if you want me to define it very well, so it is a type of segmentation. It is a type of segmentation. Okay, it is a type of segmentation. Okay, it is a type of segmentation where the body is divided externally and internally. Okay, means body is, it is a type of segmentation where body is divided externally and internally. Such type of segmentation we can call it as a true metamerization or true segmentation. It is a type of, see, आपको body parts you can see, just you can view here. So what happens here is body में अलग अलग जगह पे different parts present. सारे body parts हर जगह पे कोई ना कोई body part, any part of the body is repeated. For example, we see earthworm is very long here, but in every segment of earthworm you will see from starting to the last you see digestive system. Means digestive system is, the parts of digestive system is repeated in every segment of the earthworm there. Similarly, our digestive system is running from mouth, from the oral cavity, passing in through the neck, then chest, then abdomen, then lower pelvic region. So यहाँ से पूरा ट्रैवल करते हुए नीचे तक जा रही है, मतलब digestive system भी repeated है कोई ना कोई segments के अंदर. Okay, when the body is divided, if you observe the body parts that is divided externally as well as internally, then we can call it as segmentation. In this, any, even all the body parts or some of the body parts, if they are repeated in all the body units and all the segments of the body, at least, okay, not all the parts, at least some parts of the body are repeated. आप देखिए bone देखिए, हेड से लेके टो तक है बोन्स, राइट, रिपीटेड है, राइट, हेड में है, नेक में है, चेस्ट में है, एब्डोमेन में है, pelvic region में, even limbs में भी है. That is repeated. Muscles are repeated all over the body in every segment, externally and internally too. And nerves are also repeated. Blood vessels are repeated. Right, children? Tissues are repeated. Right? Certain body parts, if they are repeated in every unit of the body, when they are divided externally as well as internally, we can call this process as metamerization, also called as segmentation, children. You got it, children? What is that? This is, we call it as metamerization. We call it as metamerization, right, children? And generally you observe in arthropods, okay, especially metamerization is observed. One second, let me just, इसको ये diagram always कैमरा बीच में आ जाती है क्लास लेते समय. It is a type of segmentation where the body is divided externally and internally. Okay. Okay, animals, okay, in which, okay, the different body parts like, okay, like muscles, nerves, blood vessels, skeleton, bone, blood, etc. Even all parts are at least some of the body parts. Animals in which different body parts like muscles, nerves, blood vessels, bone, blood, etc. If repeated in every segment, every segment of the body is called metamers. We call them is called metamers. Is called metamers. Is called metamers. मतलब जो भी यूनिट्स बॉडी में हर जगह पे जहां जहां बॉडी सेगमेंट्स है, कोई ना कोई पार्ट हर जगह पे वही रिपीट भी होती है, तो हम इसको बोलते हैं मेटामर्स. हर एक यूनिट जो रिपीट होती है वी कॉल देम मेटामर्स. वी कॉल देम एज मेटामर्स. Means every repeated units in the body part at different areas we can call them as metamers. Okay. And animals which exhibit these, okay, repeated body parts in their, okay, what we say, okay, so the animals, okay, the animals which exhibit the segmentation with repeated body parts, with repeated metamers are metameric animals. Metameric animals are called metameric animals. The animals which exhibit this segmentation with repeated metamers are metameric animals, and units which are repeated, we can call them a metamers. And this is, we generally call it as segmentation, children. इसको हम बोलते हैं segmentation. This is, we call it as segmentation. So हम लोग segmentation को divide करते हैं, children. First of all, let's we classify segmentation here. Okay, metamerization. इसको हम अगर क्लासिफाई करेंगे तो टू टाइप. ओके, ओके, ए मेटामेरिज्म, ओके, ओके, सीडो metamerization, okay, Pseudo means false metamerization. A metamerization, no metamerism. Pseudo metamerization. Okay.
Metamerism.
Okay, metamerism. Metamerization के बजाय metamerism. Okay, and complete metamerism. Complete. Okay. Pseudo metamerism. Incomplete. Okay, metamerization and complete metamerization. Complete metamerization. Complete metamerization. ओके सो हम इसको इस तरह क्लासिफाई कर लेते हैं, थोड़ा सा इसको पहले इस तरह क्लासिफाई करते चलते हैं। बड़ी सी फॉन्ट आ गई है। राइट, डिफरेंट है। व्हाट इज ए मेटामेरिज्म?
There is no segmentation.
Animals in which body is not divided into segments. Okay, to accommodate the different body parts. Body parts बनने के लिए क्या होनी चाहिए? The animals must exhibit a property, that is, in order to form the body parts, animals must cross the line of tissue grade. Means in a metamerism, what happens? What are the phylum generally are included? Porifera.
Coelenterata.
Very good. Next.
Ctenophora.
Coelenterata is also called Cnidaria. Is also called Cnidaria. Okay, and Ctenophora. Okay, so these are the animals which come into the category of ametamerism. There is no body segmentation observed because all of them either belongs to cellular level or tissue grade of organization. See children, are you getting everyone, children? If you are understanding, it's okay. That's good, fine, children. If you have a doubt, kindly raise your hand so that I will see here. Okay? अगर डाउट है तो फिर से एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए थोड़ा हैंड राइज कर लीजिएगा। What's the problem, Mansa and Chaitanya?
Sir, I did not understand, sir.
Huh?
I did not understand ametamerism.
Ametamerism, which means animal body is not divided into cavity. If you just observe here, let's look into me once.
Yes, sir.
आपके ये this is a body, this is an area, this is we call it a head, right? Head has cavity, right?
Yes, sir.
Chest also has a cavity, thoracic cavity we call it as.
Yes,
this
sir.
is also one segment.
Yes, sir.
Separated by diaphragm, and below is the abdominal cavity.
Yes, sir.
This is further divided a little bit at lower region called pelvic cavity, right?
Yes, sir.
So every cavity has accommodated organs, right?
Yes, sir.
Organs are present. In some places, organs are repeated also, right?
Yes, sir.
Like bones, blood, muscles, nerves. These are repeated in each and every body part.
Yes, sir.
If any animal have this property exhibited in them, if these metamers are repeated in their body in different segmented areas externally, okay, so then we can call such animal is exhibiting metamerism.
Yes, sir.
If these animals they don't have this type of arrangement, पहले organisms में क्या है? Cells है. Cells को body parts कैसे बनेगी? नहीं बनती है. Tissues में नहीं बनती है.
Yes.
Okay, so what happened? They exhibit no metamerization here. They don't exhibit any metamerism.
If there is no parts.
Yes, parts are not there. Okay, parts are there, then units will be there. Units will be there, then differentiation will be there. If you see it from outside, तो स्पॉन्ज को बाहर से देखोगे तो अलग अलग पार्ट्स थोड़े ही दिखेंगे, पूरा एक कॉमन स्ट्रक्चर दिखेगा, राइट?
Yes, sir.
All these, their whole body itself is a big cavity.
Yes, sir.
You observe the hydra also, you will see all it is a completely a single organism. हाँ ऊपर tentacle दिखेगी, थोड़ी सी body दिखेगी, that's all. Is
Okay,
it?
sir. Yes, sir. I understood.
This is a metamerization. Okay, no, we can call it a no metamerization.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Right? If it's okay, then keep your hand down. Na? That's better, I think. Okay, so that things will be easy for me to understand. Okay, you आपको समझ में आ रहा है. Okay, this is a metamerization. Next to that is pseudo metamerization. Means if this metamerization comes in between the life, you got my point. If any kind of segmentation, कभी भी segmentation किसको बोलोगे? True segmentation when you take birth, when an animal take birth, at the time the segments are present in their body and units, body parts are repeated in them. Metamers are repeated in them by birth, and when they die they complete. मतलब तभी, मतलब birth के time में होगी, death के बाद खत्म होगी. So this is, we call it a true. We call it as true. If anything comes in between and goes in between, if anything comes in between and goes in between, then we call it as, okay,
False.
we call it a false. Obviously we call it as false, children, because anything which is not natural we call it as false only, artificial, right? आपको
Yes, sir.
plants give natural air, right? Whereas fan will give an artificial air, right? The same here. So if anything are present in the body by birth and disappear after the death, we can call it as natural, or we call it as actually the characteristic feature of that organism. So यहाँ अगर segmentation किसी animal के body में birth के time में आके खत्म होने के बाद तक body में रहती है, तो we call it a true. We call it as true. If it is not, then we can call it as, if it is not, then we can call it as false metamerization. Means it comes in between their life in between and disappear in between itself. उस तरह के segments को क्या बोलोगे? We can call them a false metamerization. We call it a pseudo metamerization. Right, children? False segmentation. We can call it a false segmentation. Right? So where do you observe this one? What happens?
Platyhelminthes.
Yeah, very good. Not on all platyhelminthes, I repeat. Not in all.
Platforms.
Only in tapeworms. Only in tapeworms. If the, okay, metamerization, okay, metamerization, okay, appears in the animal, and if the metamerization appears in the animal, okay, segmentation can be seen. That ametamerization can be seen in these organisms too also. That is ametamerization के लिए example of platyhelminthes भी बता सकते हो. You can say platyhelminthes too. But only one, there is an exception, that is tapeworms. Tapeworms comes into the category of pseudo, means they exhibit, but that is not true. They come in between and they disappear. If the metamerization appears in the animal body, okay, okay, in between the lifetime, in between the life cycle, and disappears before, okay, before death. Okay, if the metamerization appears in the animal body, in metamerization you understand, right? Segmentation, simple words में बताना, segmentation, that's all. बॉडी अलग अलग, आपकी पूरी बॉडी डिवाइड हो गई अलग अलग सेगमेंट्स में. ये सेगमेंट में क्या है? चेस्ट, लंग्स, में थाइमस ग्लैंड, स्टर्नम, ओके, रिब केज, ओके, पीछे की तरफ थोरासिक वर्टिब्रे, ये सारी यहाँ पे अरेंज है. इसके अंदर नीचे एक डायफ्राम बीच में कट कर दिए बॉडी को, नीचे की तरफ एब्डोमेन, एब्डोमिनल कैविटी, वहां पे क्या है? स्टमक, इंटेस्टाइन, पीछे की तरफ किडनीज, और स्टमक और इंटेस्टाइन के बीच वाली लूप में पैंक्रियास, राइट साइड पे लिवर, ओके, थोड़ा नीचे जाएंगे तो पीछे पेल्विक, एब्डोमेन से थोड़ा नीचे जाएंगे तो किडनी के नीचे यूरेटस कंटिन्यू होंगे, पेल्विक रीजन में जाते यूरिनरी ब्लैडर. सो एंड उसके पेल्विक रीजन एंड एब्डोमेन में आपको टेस्टिस भी देखोगे। पेल्विक रीजन में आपको एक्स्ट्रा एब्डोमिनल टेस्टिस इन मेल, ovaries in females can be seen, right children? So her body cavity have differentiations where body parts are repeated and arranged there, repeated and arranged. This is we call it as segmentation. Got it? This is we call it as segmentation. Okay, so in the life cycle it disappear before the death. Okay, are okay pseudo segments are pseudo metamerization. Okay, so what happens? Example, best example. Okay, except tapeworm is included here, rest all come into ametamerization, which में कोई segmentation नहीं होती है बाकी के animals के body में. Okay, so example, tapeworm. टेपवर्म को हम साइंटिफिकली बोलते हैं टैनिया सोलियम एक स्पीशीज है, इसको हम बोलते हैं, इसकी कॉमन नेम है टैनिया सोलियम की कॉमन नेम। ओके, पोर्क टेपवर्म, ये टेपवर्म पोर्क के थ्रू बॉडी में, ह्यूमन की बॉडी में एंटर करती है। ओके, दिस इज वन टाइप ऑफ टेपवर्म। देयर इज वन मोर, टैनिया, okay, saginata. This is, we call it as beef tapeworm. It is present in the beef, means whenever it enters into the human body from the beef. Okay, Tania saginata, that is beef tapeworm has Tania saginata, means beef meat has this one. Okay, this is only the exception. What is actually they are? These are false segments in which during breeding season tapeworm will develop male and female reproductive parts. Okay, ये एनिमल में ब्रीडिंग सीजन में ही गैमेट्स प्रोड्यूस करने वाले ऑर्गन्स प्रोड्यूस होते हैं। ओके, सो व्हाट हैपेंस, दिस गैमेट प्रोड्यूसिंग ऑर्गन्स आर प्रोड्यूस्ड बाय द, what gametes are produced by sexual parts. Sexual parts are arising in this animal during breeding season only. Got it? ब्रीडिंग सीजन में ही गैमेट्स ऑर्गन्स फॉर्म होती है। ऑर्गन जब फॉर्म होना है तो तब एक छोटा सा सेगमेंट बनती है बॉडी की एंड पे, और वैसे ही सेगमेंट्स बनते चले जाती है। सेगमेंट्स के अंदर रिप्रोडक्टिव पार्ट्स डेवलप होती है, एंड जैसे डेवलप होगी तो वो गैमेट प्रोड्यूस करेगी, दे प्रोड्यूस गैमेट्स। गैमेट की फ्यूजन के बाद क्या होगा, दैट ऑर्गन्स विल डिसअपीयर नो, ऑर्गन्स विल डिसअपीयर, मतलब वो पैकेट के अंदर क्या है, ऑर्गन्स गायब है, उनके द्वारा प्रोड्यूस किया हुआ गैमेट्स एक दूसरे से फ्यूज करके जाइगोट बन के अंदर रहेगी, एग्स। Every packet have eggs now. So when these eggs are entered into a fresh organism, human, again infection के through, वो उसके body के अंदर फिर से अपनी family बसाता है। It starts developing their family again there. Got my point? So this is what pseudo metamerization.
Sir, is dog tapeworm also pseudo metamerism? Dog tapeworm.
Tapeworm belongs to this category. Then dog tapeworm, whatever tapeworm, everything comes. Dog tapeworm is Echinus, okay, Echinus carinata, so that is also come into this. All tapeworms come into this category because they develop a small segment-like structure on their posterior body. We call it a proglottids. उसको हम बोलते हैं proglottids. Proglottid is a segment-like structure developed during the breeding season. When the breeding season is over, automatically they disappear. और sexual organ disappear हो गए तो उसके अंदर क्या बच गई है, gametes. मेल गैमेट एंड फीमेल गैमेट दोनों फ्यूज होती है, क्या होगी, व्हाट इज दिस, वी कॉल इट एज
fertilization.
व्हाट टाइप ऑफ फर्टिलाइजेशन, सेल्फ और क्रॉस
fertilization.
सेल्फ फर्टिलाइजेशन। सेल्फ, एक बंद कमरे के अंदर दो लोग को रखोगे तो इंटरेक्शन किनके बीच में होगा, इनसाइड द रूम और आउटसाइड द रूम,
Inside the room.
दैट्स व्हाट। सो दिस टाइप ऑफ फर्टिलाइजेशन इज सेल्फ। Majoritarily in animals it is cross type, but here it is self. This is also an exception there, right? So this is pseudo segmentation. Next we are discussing, is it clear all of you?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Next, we are discussing incomplete metamerization. Means there is metamerization observed, but it is incomplete. That means not completely. Means if this metamerization takes place externally, बाहर से भी आपको body कटी हुई नजर आ रही है, अंदर से भी कटी है, then we can call it a metamerization. I'll show you one spherical structure like this here just now to understand. Okay, this is C, this is earthworm. You can see. See here. This is animal. This is animal body covering it from outside. What is this? We call it externally divided. This is an anterior portion of their head region. So all these are every units are called segments. And it is divided externally and it is divided internally also. You're getting my point?
Yes, sir.
मैगी बेटा क्या कर रहे हो? मेरा क्लास चलते समय यहाँ ड्रामा क्यों करते हो बेटा? अपने क्लास तो पहले अटेंड कर लिया करो. You can see continuous. You can see the layer continuous. See, this is continuous now. But externally they are divided, internally they are divided too. Okay, so this is we call it as segmentation. If the body segments are separated even externally as well as internally, then we can call it as segmentation. Okay, we can call it a true segmentation. Okay. So here, incomplete means if the body, okay, body is divided into, okay, if the body is divided into, okay, either externally or internally. If the body is divided either externally or internally, okay, internally, okay, to accommodate body parts, to accommodate, okay, the repeated units. What are these units called? Metamers, units of the body, okay, called as, okay, incomplete metamerization. Incomplete metamerization. राइट चिल्ड्रन? इनकम्प्लीट में एक्चुअली कंप्लीट मेटामराइजेशन को हम डिवाइड कर रहे हैं कंप्लीट एंड इनकम्प्लीट में। ट्रू मेटामराइजेशन में ये दोनों किस में आ जाते हैं? ट्रू मेटामराइजेशन। दीज टू कमिंग टू द कैटेगरी ऑफ ट्रू मेटामराइजेशन, ऑल दे कमिंग टू द कैटेगरी ऑफ ट्रू मेटामराइजेशन। माझी मम्मी पुलाव बना पुलाव। True metamerization includes incomplete and complete here. Here what happens, the best examples, let me take this. Majoritarily, what happened in arthropods? Okay, it is observed in arthropods. Okay, only. Okay, majoritarily, mostly external metamerization, external segmentation is observed. In arthropods, mostly external segmentation is observed here. Okay, then coming to the next here, complete metamerization.
So,
If if the body parts are repeated in the different body segments, externally, which is divided. Okay, body segments of, if the body parts are repeated in the different body segments, okay, divided externally and internally. Okay, two, we can call it a complete metamerization. We can call it as complete metamerization. Best example अगर देना है इसको example, okay, annelids दे सकते हैं, annelida and chordata will come into this category.
so what about Nematihelminthes or Aschelminthes?
Aschelminthes, they don't have, okay, they have a segmentation, but बॉडी सेगमेंटेशन होगी, एक्चुअली उनकी बॉडी सेगमेंटेशन की कैटेगरी में नहीं डालते हैं, क्योंकि बॉडी में बॉडी कैविटी फॉर्म नहीं होती है, फॉल्स कैविटी फॉर्म होती है ना। आपके बॉडी के अंदर कैविटी बन रही है लेकिन ट्रू कैविटी नहीं है, तो वी कैन नॉट कंसीडर देम इनटू सेगमेंटेशन। ये हाँ, एक तरह से ये बता सकते हैं सेगमेंटेशन तो है लेकिन प्रॉपर तरीके की नहीं है, वो थोड़ा एक्सेप्शन है, दैट इज स्टडीड अंडर सर एक्सेप्शंस हियर। फॉर द टाइम बीइंग व्हाट वी स्टडीड अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस वन, दिस इज द आंसर, राइट? Okay, so in true metamerization, new segments are formed from the growth zone that lies at the posterior end of the body generally. Okay, so this is true metamerization. So let me just give.
Sir, can you say once again true metamerization, sir?
Metamerization, what is metamerization? Tell me. I will extract the answer from you only. Try to say what is true metamerization. Come on, tell me.
The body divided into different parts, sir.
Body not divides into different parts, actually. Body differentiates into different segments here. Body
Okay,
is
sir.
differentiated into different segments in which body parts are accommodated. So if any body part, if their body is divided, even if you see the animal from outside, see, you can see external division. This is, you can see this one. This is an external division, right?
Yes,
This
sir.
is an internal division. This is an internal division. This is an internal division. Okay, we can call it external metamerization.
Hey, tell me that with now.
And this is, we call it a internal metamerization. Internal metamerization means body is differentiated internally as well as externally, in which body parts are present. What are present in their body wall layer? What are present? You can see a digestive system running in between here. You can see a digestive system running in the center. Okay, let's say this is the digestive system. So ये digestive system कहाँ से extend हो रही है? It is extending from the first segment. Every segment have digestive system here. Here also, here also, here also, here also, everywhere. Means body parts are repeated in every segment. Okay. कभी भी कोई भी ट्रू मेटामरिज्म उसी को बोलते हो जब इट इज फॉर्म्ड बाय बर्थ एंड इट इज ऑब्जर्व्ड इन योर बॉडी बाय बर्थ. अब छोटे बच्चे पैदा होते हैं, उसका गर्दन अलग है, सर अलग है, चेस्ट अलग है, बॉडी स्टमक अलग है. एवरी पार्ट इज डिफरेंशिएटेड ना, जस्ट लाइक इन एडल्ट आल्सो. Okay, but if anything comes in between after the birth and disappear before the death in their life cycle, what happens? We call it as false. We can call it a false. Incomplete उसको बोलते हैं. दोनों ट्रू है, दोनों में मेटामराइजेशन है, लेकिन यहाँ पे कौन से मेटामरिज्म की बात कर रहे हैं? What is exactly true and complete? When it is divided, when the body is divided into segments externally as well as internally. बाहर से भी डिवाइडेड है, अंदर से भी सेगमेंटेड है, तो हम इसको कंप्लीट बोलते हैं. अगर इधर बाहर ही डिवाइडेड है, अंदर नहीं है, तो उसको बोलेंगे इनकम्प्लीट. बट दैट इज आल्सो ट्रू बिकॉज बाय बर्थ इट इज फॉर्म्ड, बाय डेथ इट विल बी, इट अंटिल डेथ इट इज देयर. सो वी कैन कॉल इट अ ट्रू, लेकिन यहाँ पे कंप्लीट नहीं है. गॉट माय पॉइंट? इज इट क्लियर चिल्ड्रन? हेलो?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Next, we discuss germ layers, children. We will talk about germ layers. Germ layers. What are germ layers? So during the early embryonic stage, germ layers कब फॉर्म होती है? So इसको डिस्कस करने से पहले इसको समझिए पहले. This is first try to understand this. This is a male gamete. Let's say this is a male gamete. This is a male gamete, and this is female gamete. This is female gamete. What is these two? These two are male and female gamete. So male and female gamete कहाँ पे होती है? सेक्सुअल में होती है, सेक्सुअल में होती है. It is produced during sexual reproduction or asexual reproduction?
Sexual reproduction.
Sexual reproduction.
So when they fuses together, what happens? What is the resultant cell?
Zygote is formed.
That's good. So the resultant cell is a zygote. The resultant diploid cell is a zygote. This is, we call it as zygote. This is zygote, right? This is zygote. When the zygote undergo further division, what happens? Cleavage. We can call it as, they undergo a process, we call it as cleavage. Cleavage में क्या होती है? The cells become, two-celled, two-celled, comma, followed by four-celled, comma, eight-celled, comma, 16-celled, Okay, comma, 32 celled. Like this, they go on dividing here. They go on dividing. They go on dividing. कहाँ गया? Oh God.
Oh, wow, actually. You can feel the kneecaps grinding.
Shahid Akram, continue. 2 celled. 4 celled. 8 celled. 16 celled. Comma, 32 celled.
Yeah. He was like,
Okay, ये cell stage के बाद क्या बनती है यहाँ पे last next? It is an
Embryo.
embryo, right? We are just getting into the topic very clearly, children, with a spherical ball of sphere with large number of cells. Okay, now whatever cells are that is formed inside were differentiated, were allowed to divide further. Means every cell will be assigned to do certain task here. Certain task as well as activity. Means cells which are present arranged in the outer region, we can call them as outer ectodermal cells. Okay, they will be forming an outer germinal layer, and that germinal layer derived organs are generally formed there. And innermost germinal layer, which is
Mixoderm.
responsible for forming those organs which are part of innermost body. So this is, we can call it as embryo. So this is what actually the concept. This is also one of the important feature that is we are discussing during classification, right? So this is. So what is germ layers? During early stages of embryonic development, what happens? Cells differentiate. The cells present here are differentiated and they form germinal layers. One second. Okay. During early stages, okay, early stages of embryonic development, okay, development in any multicellular organism. What happened? The cells differentiate and forms germ layers. These layers are actually responsible for formation of body parts. Layers. Okay, so that's why we are classifying them now here. Okay, these are two types of germ layers we generally come across. Number one, diploblastic animals. Okay, diploblastic animals which exhibit two germinal layers. We
Two
call
germ layer.
categorize them into this area. Okay, so having animals having okay two germinal layers during their embryonic development. Animals having two germinal layers during their embryonic development, and the body parts are formed from these germinal layers. Okay, during their growth. Okay, during their organogenesis means organ formation. Organogenesis. आप बोलोगे सर organs is unicellular organism, sorry, cellular and tissue grade में तो नहीं होगी. उनकी जो भी parts होगी, whatever tissue, either it is a group of tissues or whatever cells, they are originated from either from the germinal layer that is present outside as well as inside.
Sir,
Tell me.
sir, here germinal layers means outer covering, sir, outer covering of embryo.
Germinal layer means, okay, so what all these are, see, you have seen three layers here.
Yes, sir.
You see here, outer layer. There is one more layer. Means there is one more. What all these things are actually, my intention is to tell you that means cells which are present, two cell, last 32 cells, all the cells are present inside. Cells which are present in the outer region, they are differentiated and arranged outside there. Cells which are present inside, they are concentrated in the center there and forming an inner layer. Got it?
Yes, sir.
In diploblastic, they have only two layers, outer cellular layer or inner cellular layer. That's all.
Okay, sir.
Okay. In between that, there is a non-cellular material present in between. We call it a mesoglia. We call
Okay,
it
sir.
mesoglia. Whereas in triploblastic animals, which have three germinal layers, what happened? That endoderm will also give rise to one more layer, split cells which are arising from that area. They form one more layer in between.
Three germinal.
That is three germinal layers. We call it a mesoderm in between. So mesodermal cells, what are they? Leave a cavity in between. That is, we call it a coelom. Next, we are going to discuss coelomate and non-coelomate animals. Acoelomate animals and all. Okay. Ectoderm. Mesoderm. Endoderm. Okay, means cells which are occupying these areas, they are forming that layer. It means ये stages में आगे जाके जो भी मतलब हमारे body में जो भी body parts, whatever body parts are formed, all these are formed by these germinal layers. All these are formed by these germinal layers. Your skin, epidermis is formed ectodermal. Right, I told you that is epithelial tissue is ecto, meso and endodermal origin. Means epithelial tissue generally क्या है? Majority glands है. Majority glands है, secretory होती है ज्यादातर. So क्या होगा generally वो? Generally glands जिस जगह पे arrange होती है वहाँ की epithelial cells से बनती है. तो अगर endoderm region से derive होती है तो endodermal epithelial cells, they form a secretory part. Similarly, पानी थोड़ा, water. A bottle. 1 second. Got it? That is formed with that. So मतलब यही cells आगे जाके embryo किसमें convert होती है? Fetus जाके infant after delivery, child, then adult. So ये सब infant बनने के लिए पूरी ये सारी cells मिलके पूरी body parts को बनाती है. That is, we call it organogenesis. We call it as organogenesis. Thank you. Okay, is it clear, children? Okay, so animals having two germinal layers during their embryonic development, and the body parts are formed from these germinal layers during their organogenesis. Organ का मतलब, for example, cellular grade, tissue grade में आपको organs नहीं दिखाई देंगे, whatever parts that is formed by them. For example, sex cells are produced. Sex tissue is produced in cnidarians. So वो टिश्यू किससे जर्मिनेटेड है? मेसोडर्म या that endoderm या ectoderm? That is organogenesis. Okay. Is it clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Outermost, okay, embryonic layer is, we call it as ectoderm. Okay, outermost we call it as ectoderm, and innermost is, we can call it innermost layer is, we call it as endoderm. Right? This is diploblast. I will just draw the diagram so it will be easy for you to understand. Okay, best examples for them are, what are the best examples?
Cnidaria and Ctenophorus.
Not only that, even this also come into this category. What is that? Cnidarian Ctenophora के अलावा porifera भी आती है बेटा यहाँ पे, diploblastic porifera.
I forgot, sir.
Porifera, Cnidaria. Okay, कुछ exceptions है, उसको लेना नहीं. Okay, Cnidaria and Ctenophora. Right? So this is diploblastic. Next to that is triploblastic. This is more advanced type. Triploblastic animals. Okay. Okay, if the animals possess, okay, 3 distinct germ layers. Okay, 3 distinct germ layers. Okay, during their embryonic development. And the body parts are formed from, okay, these, okay, germinal layers, okay, during organogenesis. Okay, we can call it as triploblastic or triploblastic animals. Okay, so when we talk, what are they?
Element is to chordates.
Yes, outermost. What is that outermost layer? Ectoderm. Okay, next
Mesoderm.
layer. Okay,
Mesoderm.
middle. Some students are sending a message, I think. Okay, let me see. पता नहीं क्या डाउट है अचानक बच्चे. Actually, these Sirisha, these germinal layers will not disappear. Actually, these layers are, आप सिंगल सेल, आप जब एक सिंगल सेल की तरह आप हो मम्मी के मदर के पेट के अंदर, तो ऑटोमेटिकली यू आर एट द सेल्यूलर लेवल. आपकी जैसे जैसे ग्रोथ होगी, पहले क्या हुआ, फ्यूजन मैंने आपको दिखाया यहाँ पे सिरिशा, सी हियर, मेल एंड फीमेल गैमेट, देन जाइगोट जाके क्लीवेज में सेल्ड स्टेज कितने बने, 32 सेल्स. बाहर की सेल आउटर लेयर बन गए, इनर सेल्स इनर लेयर बन गए, बीच में डिफरेंशिएटेड सेल्स मेसोडर्म बन गए. ओके, means these cells are used up. What they are doing, they are forming the parts which are derived from the ectoderm, is originated from ectodermal layer, and body parts which are formed by endoderm are originated from endoderm. Means These cells are used in forming the organs here, that is organogenesis. Clear, Sirisha? Fine.
Yes,
Middle
sir.
layer, ectoderm, innermost. Okay, endoderm. Okay, example, we can give examples. What are they?
Platyhelminthes to chordata.
Okay, yeah, platyhelminths to chordata. Very good. All they come into this triploblast. Okay, if you want to see the layer, this is, let's see, let's differentiate them with a small layer, a layer that is covering it from outside. Hello. Tell me. Sorry guys, sorry children. So just I got a call, so I muted you all the people. Understand? Yes. 1 second. Listen. Okay, platyhelminthes. मैगी बेटा कोई आया देखो somebody वाईफाई मे भी इंटरनेट का देख लो एक मिनट check it out. Okay children, just a moment, 1 second. I'm just, so this is, an innermost layer, this is an innermost region. Okay, and there is an outermost region that is found here. Okay, in between that you can have a layer. Okay, so this is, okay, oh sorry. Okay, this is an area that you see it here in between. This is, we can call this germinal layer as ectoderm, and the layer we can call it as endoderm. This is ectoderm, and this is endoderm surrounding the gut. And this area that is covered in between is a non-cellular area. We can call it a mesoglia, children. We can call it as mesoglia. Similarly, when you just observe the same diagram here once again, so this is outer layer ectoderm. Okay, then let me change the color in between. This is the mesoderm. This is the mesoderm region. Okay, this is the mesoderm area in between, and inner to that we can see this is endoderm region. This is an endoderm region. You can see the endoderm portion. Actually, this whole area I have just made it for this one. This is outer ectoderm. And this is endoderm, and this is in between the layer, we can call it a mesoderm region. Let's label them here. This is ectoderm from outside, and this is, we call it as mesoglia. Okay, a gelatinous layer, and this is, we call it as mesoderm. This is mesoderm, and this is endoderm. This is we call it endoderm. This is inside, this is a gut region, children. Okay, so the best examples that you have seen here, that is triploblastic as well as diploblastic. Just I put a layer too, so that you people can understand here, actually, children. Actually my intention is something, so but I have done it this one. Okay, so mesoglia की जो region है ना, यहाँ पे जो आप यहाँ पे देख रहे हो, you can see this region. This mesoglia area is a non-cellular area, children. This is a non-cellular area. Okay, that is present and studded in between, are distributed in between the ecto as well as endoderm. So these parts will be forming the respective body parts and respective cells which are forming. Okay. Right, so this is something about the germ layers. Okay, the animals with three germinal layers, they are further classified with, they leave a body cavity inside. I told you now already, animals with higher category of organisms will have a body cavity segmentation, right? So obviously, which category of animals will be having three, that is body segment and body cavity? That is triploblastic animals. That is triploblastic animals here. Triploblastic animals will be having them. Humans are triploblastic. Choroidids includes humans also, Krishma. Next. The next character, I'm sharing these slides. Don't worry, children. I'm sharing these slides. Don't worry. Number 5. Okay, body cavity or coelom. Okay, body cavity or coelom. What is coelom? Nothing but body cavity, children. Coelom को हम body cavity बोलते हैं. Right? So I'm just writing some characteristic features. I'm just writing the characteristic features of this. Let's we completely spend the time here itself today, children. थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा है, इसको थोड़ा आगे बढ़ाना है ताकि हम लोग animal characters हो गए, तो we can anyhow we can continue our tissues, which is also useful for board as well as for this one also. Okay. लेट्स कंटिन्यू, क्योंकि हम लोग पेंडिंग नहीं छोड़ सकते, क्योंकि 17th आपको एग्जाम है, तो इसको पेंडिंग नहीं छोड़ सकते। एक्चुअली आई थॉट व्हेन वी कवर द सिलेबस थिंग्स विल बी इजी, बट दीज आर दे हैव गिवन अ डिफरेंट सिलेबस हियर। हम लोग को क्लास 1 चल रही है, दूसरी टॉपिक बीच में आ गई है। दिस वी हैव टू डिस्कस एनी हाउ लेटर आल्सो अगेन। ओके, the animals the animals with okay triploblastic layers okay are divided into okay sir are okay having okay coelom. Coelom means body cavity. Coelom means body cavity. Coelom means body cavity. ओके आप बाकी डिप्लोब्लास्टिक सारे को आप बोलोगे एसीलोमेट्स बोल सकते हो। यू कैन सीलोम हो या ना हो, उनमें तो बॉडी कैविटी होती ही नहीं है, तो ऑब्वियसली उसको एसीलोमेट कैटेगरी में भी डाल सकते हैं आप लोग, क्योंकि दे डोंट हैव सीलोमेटल। व्हाट इज सीलोम? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड द स्पेस बिटवीन सीलोम कहां बनती है चिल्ड्रन? एक्चुअली सीलोम इज फॉर्म्ड इन द मेसोडर्मल सेल्स। मीसोडर्म कहां मिलेगी आपको? ट्रिप्लोब्लास्टिक में या डिप्लोब्लास्टिक में? Triploblastic have mesoderm. Obviously, animals which have body cavity, they definitely come into the category of triploblastic only, not diploblastic. Obviously, जो diploblastic animals को हम acoelomates कह सकते हैं. We can call them as acoelomate. They don't have a coelom, right? The space between, okay, the gut means digestive tract, digestive tube, digestive passage. मीन्स माउथ, इसोफेगस, जो ट्यूब है ना उसी को डाइजेस्टिव ट्यूब, गट बोलते हैं। एंड डाइजेस्टिव ट्यूब एंड द आउटर बॉडी वॉल एंड द आउटर बॉडी वॉल, outer body wall is called body cavity, or coelom. Okay, is called coelom. Okay, next, it is developed. What is developed? Coelom is developed, okay, from the embryonic. That's why always whenever we talk about germinal layers, no, we will say embryonic ectoderm, embryonic endoderm, embryonic mesoderm. These are the words we are using. Why we are using these germinal layers? We don't see in adults because they are used up and based. They are actually deriving the body parts there in the body. हमारी बॉडी में बॉडी पार्ट्स यही लेयर्स जर्मिनेट करती है. मींस दे आर चेंजिंग, मींस they disappear, they are used up and they are used in forming the body parts there. What are used? These germinal layers are used here. What are these germinal layers? All these name itself says that their function is to germinate. Their function is to differentiate into different body parts. So ectoderm से जो भी body parts form होती है, nervous system is formed from ectoderm. So ectodermal germinal layer will be embryonic ectoderm forms nervous system. Okay, got it? Like this, we have many. It is developed from embryonic mesoderm layer. Okay. Okay, it is formed from the embryonic mesoderm layer. And okay, means किससे form हो रही है? Embryonic mesoderm से form हो रही है. Okay, what happens here? The embryonic mesoderm, derived from, derived कहाँ से derive हुई है? mesoderm, endoderm से derive होती है. Okay, embryonic mesoderm, formed between Okay, embryonic ectoderm, embryonic ecto and endoderm. Okay, leave a space, leave a space. Okay, embryonic mesoderm formed between embryonic ecto and endoderm, leave a space. Okay, to accommodate body organs, accommodate body organs. Okay, means mesoderm से जो भी body parts derive हुई है ना, what are the body parts derived from mesoderm? Muscles, skeletal system, testes,
Circulatory
ovary, heart, kidneys.
excretory system.
Okay, blood vessels, lymphatic system, blood. So all these are derived from mesoderm. ये सबको accommodate मतलब जहां पे प्रोड्यूस करेगी वो उसी एरिया में कहीं ना कहीं अरेंज करती है, राइट? सो what happens? They form a layer and they differentiate and they arrange all these cells in between. Okay, we call them as, so this is to accommodate the body organs, right? Next. Okay, they are differentiated. They are of three types. They are of three types. What are they? They are of three types based upon development. Three types based on the development. Based on the development. Okay, based on the development. Okay, number one, what are they? Okay, coelomata. इसको कैसे डिफाइन करोगे? नो coelom. Okay, no coelom. Animals which does not have coelom are acoelomates. एग्जाम्पल क्या क्या दे सकते बताइए? सारे कैटेगरी दैट इट इंक्लूड्स ट्रिप्लोब्लास्टिक. ट्रिप्लोब्लास्टिक कहां से शुरू हो रही है? फ्रॉम वेयर इट इज स्टार्टेड?
Platyhelminth.
Level of organization, try to recollect. Triploblastic, platyhelminthes. Okay, platyhelminths होंगे. Platyhelminthes is triploblastic. First triploblastic animal, three germinal layer animal, right? Just now we discussed. Okay, so हम क्या बात कर रहे हैं? बॉडी कैविटी की बात कहां पे होगी? जहां पे थ्री जर्मिनल लेयर्स होती है. Means animals which have two जर्मिनल लेयर्स. ओके, तो बॉडी कैविटी की बात वहीं पे की जाती है जहां पे बॉडी कैविटी फॉर्म होती है. बॉडी कैविटी फॉर्म करने के लिए क्या क्वालिफिकेशन है? दे मस्ट हैव थ्री जर्मिनल लेयर्स बिकॉज दिस कैविटी इज फॉर्म्ड बिटवीन डबल लेयर्स ऑफ mesoderm which leaves a cavity in between. This double layered mesoderm is surrounded by outer ectoderm and inner endoderm here. Got it, children? Outer ectoderm and inner endoderm. So मैं ये बोल दिया, मैंने ये भी बता दिया कि सब भाई दैट ये सीलोमेट्स भी है. हाँ, the most first animal which is triploblastic which does not have coelom come into the category of acoelomates. No coelom, platyhelminthes. Okay, and lower category of animals means इससे नीचे क्या क्या है? Ctenophora, Cnidaria and Porifera भी आ जाते हैं. And Ctenophora, these are already diploblastic. They don't have at all. Okay, they are diploblastic. They don't have a third germinal layer, so they are also called as acoelomates. हाँ, Ctenophora, Cnidaria, okay, and Porifera. All these three also come into the category because platyhelminthes is the highest category among these animals. बाकी तीनों तो diploblastic थे. ये क्या हो गया? platyhelminthes triploblastic है, but still they don't have a coelom there in their body. Is it clear, all of you?
Yes.
Clear है? हम बात कर रहे हैं बॉडी कैविटी. बॉडी कैविटी वहीं पे होगी जहां पे थ्री जर्मिनल लेयर्स. थ्री जर्मिनल लेयर्स कहां से शुरू हो रही है? वेयर इट स्टार्टेड? इट स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम platy and further, right? platy is the minimum, from there to maximum means platy, लेकिन platy में नहीं है, there is no body cavity there. So we call it acoelomate. मतलब platy से नीचे वाले acoelomate है, coelomate है,
Acoelomate.
acoelomate. So Ctenophora will also come into the category, Cnidaria will also come into the category, and Porifera, because they don't have a coelom, because they don't have a germinal layer at all. First of all, that is mesoderm, that is absent completely. Clear? This is one. I will show with the help of a diagram. You will understand one important thing, children. यहाँ पे हमें एक चीज important discuss करनी थी. So that's why this is very important. Listen my words little carefully, children. Yeah, tell me, who is this? Tell me. Again a call, so that is why. So I got a call. Sorry. I think you can see me, I think. Right. Next one is animals which have coelom, but it is not true. But it is not true. We call it as pseudocoelomate. Pseudocoelomata. Okay, we can call it as false coelom. False coelom. Okay, where do you find in this one? This you will see in
Aschelmanthus.
Aschelmanthus. This is one interesting one, children, which we are going to discuss here.
Presence of mesodermal pouches.
Okay, huh? Yeah. That's irregular pouches, but that is actually not formed between the ecto as well as endoderm. It is present between ecto and mesoderm के बीच ही एक छोटी area form हो जाती है. वहाँ पे body cavity बन जाती है. That is Aschelman's. Come into this category. I'll describe it also later. Okay, number 3. Okay, eucoelomate. Eucoelomata means true coelom. Okay, true coelom. Animals with true coelom come into this category. Okay, so it includes Annelida onwards.
Annelida to chordata.
Annelida to chordata. There are some exceptions that we can take it. Okay, some exceptions are there that we can take it, but for the time being, this is sufficient. Okay, these eucoelomates are further classified into
Schizocoelomates and
enterocoelomates. Okay, so true coelom दो टाइप की है. Okay, जब छोटी छोटी स्प्लिट सेल से फॉर्म होती है तो वी कैन कॉल इट एज स्प्लिट सेल से फॉर्म होती है तो वी कैन कॉल इट एज स्काइजो. Okay, it includes Annelida. It will includes Annelida,
Arthropoda mollusca.
Arthropoda mollusca. mollusca. Next, enterocoelomates. Okay, includes Echinodermata
Chordata and chordata.
and Chordata and Chordata. Okay, we will discuss them little bit in detailed way. Okay, children. So what is a true coelom? First of all, I'm just showing you with a small diagram. Try to understand because this is little important. So in schizos, especially pseudocoelomate, coelomate की बात करेंगे. True coelom किसके बीच में बनती है? Ectoderm and endoderm के बीच में एक cavity बनती है. That is. So I'm going to show you the diagram with the help of a small diagram here. Let's see. This is coelom. Okay, and this coelom okay, says okay. Once again, just let me show with the help of one more diagram. This is the mesoderm layer. Okay, this is the mesoderm layer. And there is one more layer in the area, this area. Right, and I think you can see this one. This weekend exam you don't have, beta. Who is this Gnana Kirti? I don't know. Why you are not understanding? I'm talking to you all the people and telling you that the portion I'm discussing is your pre-board preparatory on 13th of July. जुलाई 13th को आपको एग्जाम है क्योंकि जुलाई 17th को आपको एमसीक्यू एग्जाम नहीं है. यू डोंट हैव ए एमसीक्यू एग्जाम ऑन संडे बिकॉज जुलाई मंथ इज योर बोर्ड प्रिपरेटरी चिल्ड्रन. बोर्ड प्रिपरेटरी में आपको सब्जेक्टिव क्वेश्चंस होंगे ये सिलेबस के बेसिस पे. इसकी सिलेबस क्या है? एनिमल स्ट्रक्चरल. यू सी योर बोर्ड पेपर, बोर्ड बुक which have structural organization. Your state board book has structural organization, includes basics of animal kingdom, which includes all these classification. That is one. It also includes epithelial and connective tissue, all the tissues also. But I'm just discussing only the board preparatory part there. You're getting my point? मैं इसको डिटेल में नहीं पढ़ रहा हूँ. इसको हम लोग आगे जाके एनिमल किंगडम में बहुत डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे. हर फाइलम को डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे. उसकी बेसिक्स यहाँ पे है.
Sir, so this Saturday we don't have any exam.
Pardon?
This Saturday we have exam, right, sir?
This Saturday you have examination. Yes, you have exam and the syllabus. I'm just waiting for them to send the paper actually, because our syllabus is not yet concluded. Na whole structural organization cannot be done. I know that. Epithelial tissue is going on. It only take more time. We don't have a. I don't get a proper time also. If I want to complete this one, I can lag there. So definitely there will be some changes. I will let you know ना. Mean the time you prepare, you can definitely expect that enzymes part तो हम cover करेंगे ही करेंगे. पूरी enzymes पढ़ लो और साथ में ये भी पढ़ लेना. Animal tissues में epithelium पूरा complete करने की कोशिश करेंगे. हो सके तो connective tissue भी शुरू करेंगे थोड़ी बहुत. जो भी होगा जितना तक होगा वो हम उसको include करेंगे syllabus में. Prepare accordingly for your this coming weekend. Next week, 17th of July, there won't be any weekend because you have all the week you have exam of every subject every day, subjective. Got it, Grishma? If somebody have asked me.
Yes, sir. Actually, for other subjects, teachers.
Am I not in a position to explain you or not? I don't understand.
No,
I'm
sir.
explaining in a detailed way, but still you are putting these questions like this.
No, sir. Actually, in other subject, teachers asked us to study for the IP. Sir, they said you need to study for the IP exam. So we thought this was the part of the weekend exam.
Weekend, you have exam or not? I don't know actually, children.
No,
I
sir,
didn't
we
get the
have.
paper, I didn't see the paper. You have exam?
We
Sir,
got
they
the
gave that we
timetable,
have
sir.
exams, sir.
Do we have classes when IP exam is
Weekend
going
exam
on?
आपको है, मैं भी बोल रहा हूँ है आपको इस weekend. That is your MCQ paper. That is your CT. And syllabus is already there with you. That paper I have to make changes because geology syllabus cannot be completed. You got my point?
Yes, sir.
ये बात. That's all.
Sir, during IP exams we'll have like,
Can I concentrate on the topic? If you ask me this question, then time will be wasted. I have to leave it in between. Can I?
yes, sir.
Talk to me later. No, you have a telegram also there. You can put your question. What is there? See, this is if any organism, if I say they have a true coelom, they have outer ectoderm, inner endoderm, okay, and in between ecto and endo there is a mesoderm. How mesoderm is arranged? It is arranged in the form of a cavity. It is arranged in the form of a cavity in between. ओके हम लोग सीलोम उसी को कहते हैं जहां पे हमें क्लासिफिकेशन में whenever we differentiate the coelom, okay, whenever we say this animal has a true coelom in which body parts are formed, okay, they are derived from they are present in between inside the mesoderm, in between the mesoderm. How? Mesoderm leaves a space and a layer which is close to the ectoderm. Okay, a layer which is close to the ectoderm. Okay, a layer which is close to ectoderm is present. A layer which is close to endoderm is present. In between that, the space is called coelom. Actually, children, we call it as coelom. You're getting the point. And the layer which is close to ectoderm is called as peritoneum. We call it as
Peritoneum.
peritoneum. Yesterday I have given you one example, na? Simple squamous epithelium, mesothelium.
Yes, sir. Yes.
That mesothelium is this one. Actually, body cavity lining epithelial cells. All these are epithelial cells, which is very better surface for diffusion there. This is ectoderm. See, ectoderm, and this is we call it as, okay, this is, one second, this is we call it endoderm. ओके, एंड ये दोनों लेयर, पूरी एरिया क्या है, मिसोडम है। ब्लू कलर में जो भी एरिया है पूरे मिसोडम है। उसके अंदर जो स्पेस बनी है, व्हाट इज दैट स्पेस, वी कॉल इट एज दिस स्पेस,
Coelom.
coelom. We call it as coelom. Coelom की, coelom is a cavity. That cavity is formed by mesodermal cells. Mesodermal cells, they are pulled one towards the endoderm, one towards the ectoderm. एक एरिया आउटसाइड की लेयर एक्टोडर्म की तरफ चली गई, इनर inside the mesodermal cells are pulled towards the surrounding the endoderm there. Got it? Endoderm. So the area which is pulled towards ectoderm are called as parietal. We call it a parietal, means bahar ki cells. Parietal peritoneum. Peritoneum. Okay, this is bahar ki taraf hogi to parietal. अंदर की तरफ होगी तो visceral. We call it as visceral. You got my point? This is cavity. We call it as visceral peritoneum. Okay, these peritoneal layers are nothing but we call it a mesothelium. These are formed by epithelial cells, which is a better surface for diffusion. This is true type of coelom cell. This is we call it a true coelom. आप इसको क्या बोलेंगे, ट्रू सीलोम. ये क्या है, डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम, आपकी गट, गट को सराउंड किया हुआ एंडोडर्मल सेल्स, मींस आपकी डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम किससे बनी है, एंडोडर्म से बनी है. दिस इज गट, ओके, और डाइजेस्टिव ट्यूब. एम्ब्रियोनिक स्टेजेस. Okay, this is gut. Gut is surrounded by endoderm. Endoderm is surrounded by one of the inner layer of mesothelium. Inner layer of mesoderm. Inner layer of mesoderm. Inner layer of mesoderm. It has mesoderm. Mesoderm में कितने layers है? 2 layers. One layer towards ectoderm, one layer towards
Endoderm.
endoderm. Both these layers are called as, बाहर की तरफ होगी तो towards ectoderm we call it as parietal,
Parietal peritoneum.
which is towards the endoderm we call it as
Visceral peritoneum.
these two together we call it a mesoderm. Mesoderm क्या कर रही है, एक इधर मूव करके बीच में cavity बना ली है. What is that cavity? Coelom. If this type of arrangement is seen in any organism in their body forming a cavity, we call it a true coelom. We call it as true coelom. कहाँ पे देखोगे? Eucoelomates, Annelida to Chordata. बाकी जगह पे ये नहीं देखोगे. समझ गए? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Very
sir.
difficult for students to understand children. ये तो ब्यूटीफुल कॉन्सेप्ट है जिसको दिमाग में बैठती नहीं है बच्चों को. थोड़ा इसीलिए थोड़ा ध्यान से सुनने के लिए बोल रहा हूँ मैं. Okay. So last 5 minutes, just we spend last 5-10 minutes to close this book. What is acoelomates? Pseudocoelomates समझते हैं. Pseudocoelomates. It is the body cavity that is formed between the gut and body wall. And is not lined by mesoderm. ये mesoderm से बनी हुई नहीं है. This is not formed by mesoderm. You're getting my point? Not lined by mesoderm. we can call such type of that is pseudocoelometry. यहाँ पे आप mention कर सकते हो. What happens here in this? The body cavity between the gut means digestive tube, gut and body wall यहाँ पे body wall क्या होगी? ectoderm के part है body wall. Okay, is not lined by mesoderm. Okay, क्या होता है यहाँ पे? Not lined by mesoderm and are scattered by coelomic pouches, and they are scattered here. Scattered as pouches between ectoderm and endoderm. Okay, ectoderm और endoderm के बीच में pouches की तरह distributed है. तो एक तरह से आप बताओ तो mesoderm तो अलग है. mesoderm के अंदर कैविटी नहीं बनी है. mesoderm और ectoderm और ecto and endo के बीच में mesoderm साइड हो गई है, और ecto और mesoderm के बीच में छोटी छोटी scattered pouches जो mesoderm बीच बीच में scatter हो गई है. It was scattered in between. Means some area was lined by mesoderm. That area is not leaving a cavity there. That is continuous. And the area where mesoderm is not lined, that area has become cavities in which body parts are present. Got my point? Not lined by mesoderm. Okay, and are scattered by. One second, I'm just putting one sentence there. Okay. Mesoderm. Okay, and are present and scattered pouches in between ecto and endoderm as well as endoderm. मेरे क्लास में ना सारे साउंड्स आते रहते 24 घंटे, क्या है पता नहीं. Right? So this is.
Sir, even physics sir gives us unmute option, but then no one sounds.
Pardon?
In the physics class, no one makes any sound, sir. There also we have unmute option, but here only many people.
No, I put a mute option. I don't want to put the mute option. See, my classes never have a sound. Rarely. See, until now we are studying very well. There is no. Suddenly sometimes happen when students they forgot. I have my final option. No? I can meet you all. That's all. That I can do it, but I don't want to do it. That is the reason. Okay, don't take it. No, don't take it granted. So आप इसको granted लेने के बजाय आपकी टीचर ने आपको हेल्प करने के लिए अच्छी तरह आपके साथ वर्क कर रहे हैं, तो then you should be in a position to understand him and see and maintain the decorum. That's all. Anyhow, so in the next class we talk about that is coelom के बाद अभी next we will talk 2 more important characteristic features. Then we continue further. Okay. And I think these are the slides. I will be sharing it to you there. Don't worry, I'm sharing it. You can check it out. And some other characters, if possible, I'm just writing it here. Actually, मैं सब टाइप करके आपको नोट्स प्रोवाइड करवा रहा हूँ ताकि राइटन नोट्स भी आपके साथ हो, आगे जाके प्रॉब्लम ना हो. That is the reason. Anyhow, let's discuss it. Let me discuss them one by one. I have some more points to add here. So for schizocoelomates, okay, the true coelom is formed
by splitting of mesodermal layer.
yes, by splitting of mesodermal cell, by the splitting of mesodermal, by the splitting of mesodermal cells. Mesodermal cells are mesodermal cells that annelids come into this category, not all annelids, arthropods and molluscans. And enterocoelomates की अगर बात करेंगे, this includes humans, that is choroidates will come into this category. So these are formed by enterocoelomic pouches. Okay, these are true coelomates formed by the scattered pouches of enterocoelom. Okay, enteron. Okay, or we can call it archenteron. We can also call it as
Archenteron pouches.
archenteron. Also called primitive gut. Means पूरी तरह बॉडी फॉर्म होगी तो कंप्लीट गट है. अगर एम्ब्रियोनिक स्टेजेस में जो गट जैसी एपर्चर बनती है, दैट इज प्रिमिटिव गट, वी कॉल इट एज. Okay, echinoderms come into this category. What are acoelomates? Obviously, animals without coelom are called acoelomate. There is nothing to discuss there. Okay, so this is something for our discussion. So we discussed, and at last, next we discuss. Okay, that is different animals which have different body parts that are formed. They're like protostomes and heterostomes. Right, children? So I'm sharing this one anyhow. Thank you. So tomorrow also we will discuss it. I'll ask sir if there is possibility. We will have some changes in the syllabus. Otherwise, I will let you know in the Telegram and in the group too. Okay, kindly join everyone in Telegram who are in the class and share the link. Any friends are there in this group, kindly inform them and help them out. Okay, right, children? Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.